Today we're going to talk about the power of relationships. Yes, relationships. Today we're going through a pandemic across the world, and a lot of economies are slowly reopening from the pandemic. There's still massive cases of coronavirus spreading, and we still have to deal with all of the social, economic, and other issues that goes along with going through a pandemic. But one of the key bedrocks of everything that I want to really share about is relationships. Because a lot of times I think we overlook the key thing that holds everything together. You see, I don't know how a mom with 5 kids feel of having to support their kids through a pandemic or through economic hard times, because I'm not in her shoe. I don't know how an uneducated person feels trying to get a new job or to be trained for something new that they do not have the skill set to do, because I'm not in their shoe. I don't know how someone will feel because of going through the effects of corona or all of that, because I don't have anyone close to me that's going through those. I don't know how someone will feel having to go through taking care of somebody with cancer and having no insurance and having to utilize everything that they have to do that. I don't know, because I'm not in their shoe. I remember growing up in the Caribbean after the hurricane. I've gone through so many hurricanes in my life. But the one thing that I've learned through hurricane, number one, if you prepare and if you do what you're told, you will be fine at the outcome. Once that storm is coming and you prepare and you don't neglect what you're told and you do it, you don't walk in fear, but you do what you need to do and you stay inside, you board your house and you wait till the all clear, everything is always fine afterwards. I remember after Hurricane Hugo, when we came out after the hurricane, it went for like 11 hours. It was 11 longest hours of my life. We played every game you could play. We cracked every joke you could crack. We did everything that you could have possibly humanly done to entertain ourselves through the night. As the howling winds and beating rains beat it outside, it was almost a torture. It was torture. You couldn't go outside, you couldn't do anything, but we stayed the course and we stayed the faith. But when we came out after the Hugo, the whole place was devastated. From a mountainous island with lush green mountains, you could have seen every rock in the hills because there was absolutely no leaf on any tree. And 92% of the homes were destroyed. You had house roofs, or you have a house structure and then the roof was right next to it. The roads were full of debris. The yards were full of debris. The playing fields were full of debris. The school yards were full of debris. Every place you looked, there was debris. And we had to clean it all up. But what happened? We came together. And out of relationship, each person took care of each person. We went from one end of the block and we went all the way to the other end, cleaning up all the debris and doing all the things that we needed to do, all out of relationships. When we're going to tough times, if we neglect that thing called relationships, everything will suffer. Your church will suffer, your businesses will suffer, your homes will suffer, your organizations will suffer, everything will suffer. Because one thing you always want to, when people are hurting, you may not understand that they are hurting, but you never want to marginalize what they're going through, and you never want to make them feel insignificant. Because all what we're doing then is that we're riding on a royal steed and they're walking. In those times, we have to learn to step off our royal steeds and we have to learn to walk with the masses. We have to learn to get down in the trenches with people. We have to learn to be that good Samaritan. We have to learn to get down there and dress people's wounds. We have to learn to get down there and find out what's hurting and help them. We have to learn to reach out to people, call people, check on them, and see how they're doing. See if they need any groceries. See if they need any medication. See if they need just someone to talk to them or say a prayer with them or a word of encouragement. You see, that's what most is needed in the world today. If we foster relationships and if we help people at their point of need, you will never have to worry about your business. You will never have to worry about your organizations. You will never have to worry about your churches. You will never have to worry about your businesses. You will never have to worry about that, because what happened? Those very same people who you reach out to, those very same people who you help when they were hurting, will always come to your rescue whenever they need to. They realize who is on their side. They realize who truly cares. That's the message you want to send. A message that I truly care. I don't care about you because of you buying my products from my grocery store. I don't care about you because you are a good giver. I don't care about you because you support my organization all the time. I care about you because you're a human being. I care about you because I love you. A lot of times we say one thing with our mouths, but the message that we send with our actions are totally opposite. Our actions have to match what our words are saying. I remember in 1994, I had the wonderful opportunity of working with this rice company for a year before going to college. Yes, at one point in my life, I was an expert on everything called rice. The same thing you buy in the store. So I had to go down to a country in South America called Guyana. I was 18 years old, went down to Guyana, and I was in Guyana for a total of 6 weeks learning about rice, how you grow rice, how you go about engineering and dealing with the whole milling and processing of rice. So I've learned that while I was down there. Another thing that I've learned while I was down there is the whole fact of being humble and understanding how other people live. You see, I'm from an island where we get 50 to 80 inches of rain every year. The water that you drink, the water that you shower with is spring water. You know, it's all natural. It comes from the springs. And I had to be in a place for 6 weeks where the water they shower with and use was huge systems set up on these huge scaffolds and gravity fed down to the home, which I wasn't accustomed to, because I'm always accustomed to opening up the tap and then getting spring water, being able to take a shower and just basking in the whole concept of being drenched with spring water. But that wasn't the case. So I've learned to, while I was there, to see things totally different, see it from their perspective. And each time I travel and each time I deal with different people, I'm able to foster relationships and I'm able to learn from them. So I want to encourage you as we go out there today, learn to foster relationships. Be your brother's keeper. Check on people. Call them. See how they're doing. Just the other day, I called someone, and I'm sharing this story not to bring any acolytes to me, but as an example. And my sole reason wasn't to invite them to church. My sole reason wasn't to tell them that we need them at church. My sole reason wasn't to tell them I need to sell them something or ask them for anything. My sole reason why I called them was just simple as this. As I told them, I'm just checking on you. I'm calling to see if you're okay. And do you have any needs? Do you need anything? Can I pray with you? Can I give you a word of encouragement? And I did my due diligence, and then I told them, have a wonderful day. and I hang up the phone. So go out there today and learn to do that and have an awesome growth day. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button below. Hit the subscribe button below. And when you hit the subscribe button, don't forget to select the bell, because by selecting the bell, it gives you the wonderful opportunity to be notified whenever I add a future video. God bless you.